I grew up in Westchester, New York, first in Scarsdale and then in Harrison. And one of the first experiences I had, which I remember to this day, is It's a Mad, Mad, Mad World opened in a theater in New York. And it was like 3 hours long. But what was unique about it, especially even now, it had an intermission. So it was a whole day's experience, and you just spent the whole day in the theater. And I just loved that. And I hadn't really thought about movies or the theater, and I didn't leave that day and say I'm going to be in the movies or work on movies. But that kind of unique event programming really interested me then, interests me now. And, since I remember, it's a story I always tell, so it must have made a big impression on me. My first, I would say, interaction with an artist was when I produced a concert with the Blues Project in high school because I didn't like the scholarship plan that the school had, so I talked them into doing a concert. And they were my favorite band, and I just love their music and still do. And spent time with them and eventually traveled with them. And I produced their concert, and then I met other artists and produced their concert. So, you know, I, I've I've always found a natural affinity for art, but it's always been mixed into some kind of transaction. In other words, I wouldn't call myself a pure artist. I'm a working artist who likes to make what I like available to other people, if that makes sense to you. So I get satisfaction about something, but I feel even better if a whole bunch of people like it too.